Move on to the next question on the order paper. Changes to London's Probation Service in the name of Assembly Member McCartney.
Yes. Thank you very much, Joanne. Actually, this is a serious and sensible question, unlike the last one, because there is a real issue here, and it relates to what's going to happen to the probation service in London, and we are concerned that it should be handled properly, that any contracting out should not prejudice the huge wealth of expertise that there is in the councils, the way we handle ex-offenders as it is, and we want to make sure that when it comes to this contracting out, that it's made properly accountable to us on the London Crime Reduction Board, number one, and that whoever is the contractor has a proper regard to what councils are doing. We don't squander the current wealth of expertise that there is in handling ex-offenders in London.
Thank you. My position is I think it's folly to privatise the probation service, but we may disagree with that. But I think we do have areas of common concern. One of the concerns is that there's nothing, it appears, in the current tender documents that compels the private contractor to engage with local partnerships who make that borough integrated offender management scheme work. We all want to reduce reoffending, but if they don't have to have a seat at the table in our local crime and disorder partnerships, and there's no obligation to force them to do so, is that a concern that you have as well?
It is, and so we're working with the MOJ very much now to make sure this policy goes the right way.
So have you expressed those concerns?
Yes.
And is that a bottom line for you, that obligation for the private contractor to engage and to be accountable, as other partners are, is that a bottom line for you?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. The other concern that has been raised is that offenders who are high risk will be kept with the existing probation service, but a very slimmed down national probation service, and that those that are of low or medium risk will be, which are the vast majority, will be privatised out. But figures that I have show that about a quarter of offenders move between that medium to high risk in any 1 year, and both ways. Mm-hmm. We then have the situation that integrated offender management and caseworkers will therefore change. And is that a concern to you as well?
Yes,
you don't have the consistency of the same caseworker for ex-offenders.
Obviously, that is important. I mean, generally, I have a concern about the way this is going to be handled, and it's very important that there should be consistency and there should be accountability, and that it should be properly managed.
And will you actually ask the government to halt this privatisation until they have at least properly pilot tested this? Because I understand that Kenneth Clark did.
No, I think we've got to acknowledge there is a major problem in reoffending rates in London, and it's not, I don't think anybody would pretend, Joanne, that the current position is brilliant. We have very high rates of reoffending. I'm not convinced that those ex-offenders are being handled in exactly the way that they should be in order to stop them reoffending. It may be that by having a payment by results system, forgive me, you could make progress. And I think we should keep an open mind on that. Okay. So I'm not going to say stop everything. The thing must stay absolutely frozen. There can be no improvements, no reform, no introduction of private contractors. I think that would be a mistake. I think you might be able to achieve better results, but it's got to be done in a way that is accountable to London and that doesn't mean us losing the expertise of councils and everybody else who's involved in providing this service.
Thank you.